What is up, guys? It's your boy Ricochet, and today we have the Xur Location and Inventory review for the weekend of July 7th to the 10th, and so let's get started. Now, first things first, Xur is going to be located in the Tower Hangar. Alright, now let's take a look at what he has. Firstly, for exotics, we have the Cold Heart, honestly a fantastic exotic that got a buff recently. Then we've got the Wormhusk Crown here with a huge strength roll for sure. 66 is not bad, but I don't really know. I've definitely seen better. Now the Strongholds again got a massive buff recently. 67 is very impressive here, and honestly we've got Resilience, Recovery, Discipline, Strength here. This is actually pretty darn good. Like a 67 stronghold, yeah. I mean, I'm getting it. Then we've got a Wings of Sacred Dawn here, 67, again, quite high. However, I think too much mobility, in my opinion, to be viable. Now, moving on from there, let's check the weaponry. First of all, we have a Whispering Slab with Quick Draw Demo, kind of just okay. A Feeding Frenzy Swashbuckler Cold Denial is actually going to be, pretty decent here. Let's check. Well, we've actually got Ricochet rounds as well. And, some okay barrels and a range masterwork. Range plus Ricochet plus Feeding Frenzy plus Swashbuckler. That's actually pretty good, to be honest. Then, moving on from there, we have Overflow, and then unfortunately tap the trigger. That would have been fantastic for PvE. We have a full auto Thresh Fractithist. No, thank you. Well, hold on a second. Honestly, this Trace Rifle, now you can craft this, so if you are close to getting the pattern, you can always pick this up and then use one of the Deep Sight Harmonizers on this to unlock the pattern. But this has stats for all, so hitting 3 separate targets increases a bunch of stats. Plus 1 for all, hitting 3 separate targets improves your damage. That is an absolute wombo combo right there. So this is undoubtedly just a good roll by itself, not to mention the fact that you can unlock the pattern if you need to. So there you go. Now moving on from there, we have a Huskao with actually a pretty good roll. Like, you've got Impact Casing for the damage, Auto-loading holster, great with rocket launchers, and then cluster bomb for a little bit more damage. Now this is nothing insane, but if you're a new player looking for a good rocket roll, this will actually do the job. Then we've got a Nightwatch here with Outlaw plus multi-kill clip. Now that is obviously the wombo, right? Outlaw to massively improve the reload, multi-kill clip for big damage boosts after reloading. Yeah, this is actually pretty fantastic here. Then moving on from there, guys, checking the weapons on the back, we have a Eye of the Storm Hawkmoon. Now, Eye of the Storm is an interesting perk. I know people, big PvP aficionados, that think this is like the god roll. That think this is the best perk you can get with Hawkmoon, especially on console. This will dramatically boost your accuracy when you're in a gunfight and really help you win. Then it's also got Hammerforged Rifling to improve the range. That's pretty phenomenal as well. Overall, guys, like, this is actually a very solid roll. If you want a PvP Hawkmoon, you can get this and probably feel good about this. Now, generally, you're looking for stuff like Rangefinder or Opening Shot, potentially instead of Eye of the Storm. But again, Eye of the Storm is a very good PvP perk that's very underrated, honestly. Now, moving on from there, for the DMT, we got a roll here too. Small Bore is actually just pretty good overall. Plus 7 range, plus 7 stability, no downsides. Ricochet rounds for range and stability as well. And then you got the Vorpal weapon here for increased damage against guys in their super. This is one of the best Deadman Tail rolls you can possibly get. Dare I say, is this the god roll? I think I would actually say that, yeah, this is pretty much the god roll, because you could say that instead of Small Bore you have Hammer Forged, but that would give you plus 10 range and 0 stability. So notice how the stability is excellent on this roll thanks to Small Bore and Ricochet rounds. Well, stability is going to impact your flinch now, right? So that is not a stat you should be ignoring. This is an incredibly good roll. In fact, there we go. All right, now moving on to the armor. What an interesting set. The Catch Killers set. Let me go check on light.gg how rare this thing is. So, this was introduced fairly recently with Season of Plunder, and it's still classified as rare with about 35% of Guardians having access to this. So, if you weren't around for Season of Plunder, absolutely pick this up, because I believe this is the first time it's being sold by Xur. But again, since it was a recent season, a lot of people still do have it. Now, talking about the rolls themselves, 55, that's too low, 57, terrible stat distribution, 52, way too low, 58, also way too low. What happened? Dude, this is not good because we've been getting nothing but like 65s recently. Let's check the Warlock. Alright, for the Warlock, let's check these gauntlets. 53 terrible, 52 terrible, 53 terrible, 48 terrible. It might be glitched, honestly. When we see numbers this low, it's actually a glitch and they're not supposed to be this low. But let's check the Hunter. Alright, for the Hunter, hopefully it's better. 55 terrible, 50 absolutely terrible, 57 terrible, 50 terrible. Not a good week for armor, guys, but there's absolutely some stuff worth picking up. Hope you enjoyed this video and found this informative. If you did, please remember to help me out by simply rating and especially sharing this video. If you guys want to see more Destiny 2 content similar to this, don't be afraid to slap that subscribe button. If you want to get in touch with me and keep up to date with the latest channel activity, be sure to follow me on Twitter at RickCacus, that is linked in the description down below. Again, I hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, have a good day.